Hey, welcome back to the academic powerhouse with your mathematical meathead himself, the realest guy in the room. Bada bing, bada boom. How you doing? How you doing? Let's talk about that assignment, those practice problems, finding, calculating measures of central tendency, median, mean, and mode. So I'll work through the first one together, and then I'll just kind of scroll through the rest of them already pre-worked out. Okay, so but if you were to be successful, oh, now hopefully you were able to navigate the murky waters that were these practice problems and make yourself crash land onto the promised land. Because if you are able to do so, you are just you know just that good, you know. No, but seriously, let's work through one together. Let's roll through this, all right? Let's see just how much of a mathematical meathead you are. All right, anyway, so here's how I like to set these problems up. Here's what I would like to see on your papers as you set these problems up and work through them, right? But here we go. I'm going to write down mean. And then, if you remember correctly, all it is just adding up all the numbers, dividing by the total count of those numbers. So here we go. All right, I'm going to write them all out. 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 4 plus 7 plus 7 plus 6. Woo, a lot of numbers there. All I did was just copy them down, put plus signs in between them, starting from here, top row, all the way to the right, and then made my way to the second row and so forth. So, all right. So I will add them up here in a second. Let me get a total count here. Let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 of them. All right, so I'm going to put a 15 down here. So if you were to have added all these up, and I will show you here. Now I don't mind if you use a calculator here, right? As long as you set it up properly, that's the most important thing. So let's see, 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 4 plus another 7 plus another 7 plus 6. If we manage to do all that, we get 86, guys. 86. Whoa. Hold on now. There we go. 86. And we still have our 15. Again, when you see, I know you're probably most familiar with seeing what I call scratch pad math, right? 15 divided by blah, blah, blah. We're trying to get away from that. So understand when you see this written like that, it really means this. But I don't really want to see this on your pages, so erase. Anyways, so 86 divided by 15. 86 divide 15 gets us 5.73. So let's write that down, 5.73. And bam, that is the mean right there, guys. Not much to it. Not much to it at all. Not much to it at all. Median, let's do median real quick. So with median, what you want to do is you want to organize all the numbers into like from smallest to largest. Or you could do reverse, largest to smallest. I just like doing smallest to largest. But but the key is they have to be in order for this to really work. So I'm just writing them all down. I'm putting them in order as I see them. Let's see. Let's see how many of those sixes are there. There's six of them. Okay, so let's do. There we go. There's six of them, and I have four sevens. Wow. Okay, like I said, lots of numbers. Oof. If you miss one, that will really throw you off on your number and your calculation. So you want to be careful to account for all the numbers. As I said, there are 15. Let me just count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, there's 15 numbers here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so there's two different rules of medians. This one, there's the rule of odd and there's the rule of even. You'll see both of those rules at play here in these problems. This one happens to be odd. I say odd and even to refer to the counts, right? So 15 is an odd number. That means the rule of odd applies here. If this were an even number, such as 10 or 12 or 14, that'd be even. So the rule of even would apply, and I'll show you the rule of odd, and then I'll point out the rule of even when we get to it. So I'm going to write the rule of odd to remind myself. Okay, so what that means is, you take your count and you divide it by 2, right? And if you work that out, 2 goes into 15 7.5 times. Now what you want to understand, so what is this? What is this 7.5 here? That itself is not your median. What this is indicating is the number position that you want to count to, either forward or backward, the number position of that you want to count to, and whatever number happens to be there. So I could do this. These could be like million, 4 million, 4 million, blah 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 blah, 7 million, blah blah blah. Those could be the numbers, but what it's saying is count, you know, to hang on. Let me write this real quick. So when you get a decimal, what it's saying is round up. How you interpret that is you round up to the next highest whole number, which rounding up, even if it's 5, it's 0.5, whether it's 0.1, 0.001, just round up to the next highest whole number, which in this case would be 8. Now, what you should interpret from this when you do that is the number at number position 8. Whatever that number happens to be, that is your median. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8. Here we are, number 6. And let's just make sure that makes sense, right? We count, so if it is indeed the median means the very middle number. If what we've done here is true by, rounding up to 8, then we should see the same number of numbers on this side of it and the same number of numbers on this side of it. So let's count. We said 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this was the 8th one. Now there should be 7 on this side. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So the theory holds true. The theory holds true. This indeed is the middle number. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. And then lastly, mode. So mode, there's no calculation. All you have to recognize with mode is which number here appears the most amount of times. Well, when I did median, I lined them all up, so it's easier for me to see right away. I can see I got three fours, so I'll even do 3, 4. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sixes, and I got 4 sevens. Well, 6, I got 6 sixes. Therefore, 6 is the most often occurring. So therefore, it's 6. Easy enough, guys. Easy enough. Now, just a little reminder, sometimes you may have number sets, data sets, where you have multiple numbers. Like, for example, 6 appeared 6 times. You may have another number that also appears 6 times. When that is the case, if that's the case, if your most often occurring number appears the same number of times that some other number does, what it means is you got two modes or more, or however many there are, right? So usually the problems I'm going to give you, there's only going to be one, but I may surprise you and slip in one where there's two modes. You never know. You never know. I'm a tricky guy, all right? Tricky guy, I am. Anyways, there it is. We worked through number one together. From that point, guys, it's basically repeating. Again, I'll when we find an even median situation, I'll point it out, right? But that's it. Those are the steps, guys, to finding the right answers. So I'm going to scroll through these answers here. I've already pre-worked them out. Just to save us some time. Right, here you go. That's number 2. Whoa, okay, hold on. There we go. So that's number 3. That's number 4. Here we go. Number 4 is a case where it is even, a median that is even. So what you do in that scenario is you kind of set it up the same way. 2 divided by the count, you get an even number. What you are to interpret from that even number is, so if you start your count going, so start here and count over 8. So I'll even do that with you real quick. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so remember before when we with the odd scenario, there was a number clearly in the middle, such that such that these all would be the same count of numbers, and that these would all be the same count of numbers. But here, in even situations, there is no clear middle. You have to create that middle number. You have to create it by doing what? Taking the average or a mean of just those two numbers, just those two numbers. So that's exactly what I did here. So I recognize that 70 and 71 are both in position 8, whether I count going this way or whether I count going, whoops, this way, right? Both of these are at number position 8. So 70 plus 71 divided by 2, I get 70.5. 70.5. So I created a median. That is, in fact, the median of this data set, right? So that's that, right? The two cases, even and odd. Remember, for you will often encounter those, and not just in my problems, but in life, in higher level math classes, whenever, wherever. So there you go. And then other than that, guys, other than me showing you the even case of medians, we've done everything. We have done everything that this practice set of problems has to offer. Here's number 5. Check yourself, guys. Did you get these right? Sure hope so. Sure hope so. Here's number 6. Here's number 7. Again, work these out. Put these on paper. Don't just do calculator for everything. I mean, you learn when you put pen to paper, pencil to paper, when you write things out, when you organize things in a logical format and a logical way to demonstrate your thinking. That's how you learn this stuff, guys, and that's how you will be successful in these courses, right? You won't you won't be you won't I could have easily done all this in a calculator and just done this in like 5 minutes. But you're not going to learn. Well, I know it, but you won't. You just learning this stuff just now, you won't learn it if you just do that. But anyways, here's number 8. And here's number 9. This one, don't be scared by the big numbers, guys. It's, you know, same, just bigger numbers. Scroll down a little bit more. There you go, to see the whole thing. There you go, there you go, there you go. And then number 10, it's kind of a repeat, same statistical story, games per World Series, but different numbers. So, all in all, guys, that is it. That is how you calculate these measures of central tendency. Again, the reason we even do these is because it helps tell the statistical story that is trying to be told. The stories are, for example, games per World Series, men's height, test scores, men's height again, hours slept, number of words in book titles, annual precipitation, minutes to run 3 miles, annual household income. Guys, there's an unlimited amount of stories you can tell through statistics. And so if you're able to calculate measures of central tendency, the number or the numbers that you calculate from those serve as a good numerical description of your data. It is fair to say, for example, looking at this first one here that happens to be on the screen, it is fair to say that most of the time the games per World Series will be 6 or 5.73. That is fair. That is a good description. You can simply leave it at that, and that would be valid. The other part of the story, which we'll get into in a couple more videos, is measures of variability. So combined, so when you have measures of center and you have measures of variability, that creates a shape, a distribution, and it is from uh, the shape and the spread and the center, those 3 elements. It is from those 3 elements that a story is communicated, a story is told, a statistical story of truth is told. Anyways, guys, I hope you did well on this assignment. It was a lot, guys. It was a lot, all right? I hope you got a real good pump on. I hope you build up some of them mental muscles because guess what, guys? We're going to feel the burn even more as we roll through. We're not done with stats. We're only just beginning, guys. So feel the burn. You're going to look good. You're going to get a nice pump on. You're going to be swollen, ripped, shredded by the time I'm done with you guys. All right, so take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one.